on-demand, live group fitness class. I hope that you are all doing well this evening. Thanks for tuning in and joining me. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is ready for a great workout. Again, tonight is our core and more class. So we're going to be doing core and a little bit more. Are you up for the challenge? Yes? Okay, for tonight's workout, you really don't need much. Just yourself. If you have some light weights or some props that you can hold, sure, you can go ahead and have those. I'm just going to move this bench out of the way to give me a little bit more space here. While I am doing that, I want you to feel free to get everything that you need. Make sure you have some water. Again, you don't really need anything specific for tonight's workout because most of it will be body weight. Okay, there's a couple of times where you might want to incorporate a few props if you have them. Okay, so let's start it out, and we're going to start it out with a warm-up together. Again, I am Meg if you just tuned in, and this is my Live at 5 core and more. All right, so start it off, and I want you to take it into a hand walkout. So we're going to walk our bodies out into a full plank, and we're going to remain on the floor in that plank position for a bit of time, okay? So we're going to go ahead, raise those arms up overhead, big deep breath, and walk it on out until you are in a high plank position. Okay, so set your high plank up the right way. Make sure that your shoulders are directly positioned over your wrists so that your joints are stacked up. Make sure that from the top of your head down to your heels, you have a nice straight line with your spine. And not only are you supporting your body weight by holding yourself in this nice line, you're drawing your belly in, you're squeezing your butt, you're squeezing your thighs, and you're holding here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now take a big deep breath in, and on your exhale, pop it back to a downward facing dog. And all you're doing is pushing your hips and your butt up into the sky. Point your fingers nice and long, and we're going to hold here for another 4 or 5 breaths. If you feel tightness in the backs of your legs, feel free to bend your knees a little bit. And now take a big, nice, deep inhale. And on your exhale, shift forward back to that to that high plank, out from that downward facing dog. And we're going to hold here. And now I want you to take your left knee and bring it in under your body, elevate it above the floor, and hold. Send it back, and then take your right knee, draw it into your chest, underneath the body, and hold. And then go ahead, send that right leg back. And one more time, big deep breath in, breath out, pop it back to that downward facing dog. And we're going to hold here for another few breaths. Remember, maybe bend those knees if you need to relieve a little bit of tension down the backs of your legs, if your hamstrings are tight. And now take another big deep breath in. And on your exhale, shift forward to that high plank one more time. And then lower the knees to the floor and sit back into a child's pose. Take a few big deep breaths and release it. Good. If you want to for tonight's program, by all means, feel free to take your shoes off. You do not need sneakers for this. We're not going to be jumping around. There's no burpees tonight. Nothing crazy or intense. This is my core and more class. So everything that we're going to do today is going to predominantly focus on working core strength, okay, with minimal props or optional props, I'll say. All right, so now let's come to our hands and knees, and we're going to move through some cat-cow, right? So separate your knees hip-width distance apart. Set up your hands so that your wrists are directly directly underneath your shoulders. Take a big deep breath in, look forward, fill the chest, and breath out, round it out. Take a few more cat-cows at your pace. And again, breath in, we lift the chest, we look forward, and we push the hips and the butt back. Breath out, we round it on out. And I want you to focus on that breath and think about, as you're pulling up and rounding out, think about an imaginary strap around your center, and it pulls the belly up, and then it releases to let it come down. And while that's happening, draw on your abdominal strength to create that imaginary pull and that imaginary release. And you have about 10 more seconds left for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it. Good. Okay, I should have told you that for this next part, while we're down on the floor, you might want to roll up a sweatshirt or a mat and place it under your knees if it helps make things a bit more comfortable. So right now, what we are going to do is we are going to come up onto our knees. And I want you to take your left leg and we're going to extend it out to the side just like this. Hands are going to come up here. I'm not clasping behind my head or my neck. It's just light fingertips out at the sides, okay? And here, from here, we're going to take a bend towards that extended leg and come right back up, okay? Ready? Here we go. We're going to do 8. For 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, 5, and we have 3 more, for 6, for 7, and 1 more, for 8. Good. Okay, now go ahead, place those hands here, and I've got my palms facing each other. Big deep breath, and breath out, press away, and breath in, pull it back in. Breath out, press away, breath in, pull it back in. Breath out, push it away, and while I'm doing this press and pull, I'm drawing that belly in, and I'm trying to stay up nice and tall. And again, feel free to roll up another mat, or put a sweatshirt, or a pillow, or a cushion underneath those knees. For another 4, 3, 2, and release it. Good. Okay, now let's hit the other side. So, again, take the leg, extend it out to the side, kneel it up nice and tall. Take those fingertips by your ears, not pulling on your head or your neck, and now bend towards that extended leg 8 times. Breath out, breath in. Breath out, breath in. Feel that whole side body. Mine's talking to me because I did a lot with it yesterday. So this is actually challenging for me. And 8, good. Go ahead, take those hands back to the center of the body. Big deep breath in, and now breath out, press it out, extend. Breath in, pull that breath back in while you focus on drawing the belly into the spine. Good. Keep pressing and pulling, drawing on that breath to control the engagement through your core and sync in time with the motions of your arms. And we have another one more to do. Breath out, press it away. Breath in, bring it back in. Good job. Okay, so from here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into a series of bird dog movements. We're going to be back down on hands and knees, and we're going to take right arm and left leg, and we're going to extend, and we're going to hold. Draw the belly in. Now, feel the strength through that extended leg. Toe pointed down towards the floor, knee pointed down towards the floor. Nice neutral spine, glutes and hamstrings engaged. And now feel that extended arm. Feel your upper back and your shoulder blades. Breathe some strength into it. Draw the belly in deeply extended arm and leg, and bring that knee to the elbow and hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it. Come back to the center. Now when you're bringing that knee to the elbow, make sure that you are truly engaging your core. You want to feel those obliques, that opposite elbow to opposite knees targeting your oblique area. Squeeze those muscles. Make that mind-body connection. Now let's switch it up. Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Take a big deep breath in and breath out. Extend and hold that bird dog. Again, pay attention to the extended leg. Make sure your hip is not turned out and up. You want to make sure the knee is pointed down towards the floor. Heel is flexed. Create glute and hamstring strength. And now on that extended arm, feel the upper back, your shoulder blades. Nice long line. Nice long spine. And now take that opposite elbow and knee and bring them in and hold for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it. Good, awesome. Okay, so from here we're gonna bring ourselves up off the floor. So place those hands right underneath your shoulders, turn your toes underneath, pop it up into a downward facing dog, and we are gonna hold here, and now start to slowly walk those hands back to the feet and stand it up nice and tall. Good, now you're back to a standing position. Is that core all warmed up? That was more than a warm up, yes. Shake out those shoulders if you need it. And now we're gonna take it into a few more things. Okay, not so much big jumping. I told you that there really wasn't a lot of jumping in today's program, which basically means we're not gonna do burpees, we're not gonna do jump squats, but we are gonna move a little bit, okay? And here's where it's going to happen. So, we're gonna take our feet and we're gonna go side to side, side to side. We're gonna go about 2 in each direction, and then watch what we're gonna do, okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now go to the opposite side. 1, 2, 1, 2, back to here, and come up and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we're using our core strength to work on our balance and that engagement, okay? So that's what I want you to be focusing on. You ready? Set, and here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, hold. Draw the abs in. Stay balanced. And now switch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, release it. Okay, now we're gonna move through that and we're gonna do it a little bit of a quicker pace. And we're gonna do a side to side, more of like a speed skater. So it's gonna go like this, hold, like this, hold, okay? Ready for it? Find your rhythm and pace in 3, 2, 1, and go. Side to side, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you got it, right? Find your rhythm. Staying balanced, use that core. We're going to do one more to each side. Last one. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Good. All right. So in this next part, set your feet feet wide. Turn your toes outward just a little bit, okay? But do set your feet wide. In this next part, if you have props, you can feel free to utilize them. Otherwise, you can just feel free to use just your own body weight and follow along with the arms, okay? All right, so from here, take a big deep breath in, lower down to the low point, tuck your spine underneath, draw the belly in and hold. Now, if you can, take your right heel, raise it up off the floor and hold. Now from here, take your right arm, raise it up overhead, let the left arm drop, reach down with that left arm, hold. Release it, come back to the center here. Take that left heel, pick that one up, hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, release it. Good. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to work the opposite side now. So, lower it down into that squat. Now pick up that left heel up off the floor, hold it here, and now take that left arm, raise it up, drop the right arm down, lean into it a bit, and hold. Release it, come back to the center, pick that right heel up off the floor, still drawing that belly in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it. Good. Now let's offset that a little bit, and let's turn our toes in and spin our heels out, fold it on forward, and take a little forward fold and reach. Good. Release it. Okay. Bring it on up. In this next part, we're going to take it into a split stance. So we're going to come to the low point of a lunge, and we're going to hold here. Take our arms here, and we're going to reach and pull them back. We're holding in this lunge. Draw the core in. Make sure you have a 90-degree angle on that front foot. Take those arms, reach, pull them back. Reach, pull them back. If you have props, here's where you could for sure place them in those hands. Reach and pull. Stay nice and balanced. Make that mind-body connection. Be aware of your glutes. Be aware of your quads. And definitely be aware of that core. And release it. Okay, so now I'm just going to turn and I'm going to pivot facing the opposite direction. Lower down into the low point of my lunge. Make sure I'm nice and steady and balanced. And again, extend, pull it back. Extend, pull it back. Don't ignore your glutes, your quads, and your hamstrings in this. Squeeze those muscles. Find that mind-body connection. And again, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it. Come back to the center. You can heel the toe, those feet back together. Okay, for this next part, you get to lay down. So, go ahead and bring yourself to a lying position on your back. Okay, lay flat on your back. Draw your belly in. Keep that lower back connected to the floor at all times, okay? Take your left leg, and I want you to extend it down, flat on the floor. Your right leg is going to stay bent, okay? Foot to the floor, knee bent. We're going to take this right arm, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to bring that right arm over our head, and we're going to bring that left leg up, and we're going to hold and touch for 5, 4, 3, 2, release, and open it back up, okay? Now on this next one, we're going to repeat that a few times. Ready? Here we go. Bring it up. Repeat. You're gonna target your obliques with this. And release it. Okay, let's switch it up. Let's change things and do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So first one, we reach and hold. Take that left arm and bring it on up to that right foot and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, release it. Okay, now 5 times in a row. Ready? Here we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and we're going to take our fingertips right here to either side of our head, and we're going to do a double crunch. It's a 4-count crunch. Again, draw the belly in, keep that lower back connected to the floor, head comes up, legs come up, legs tap down, body comes down. Focus on scooping and hollowing out that belly so that everything stays hollowed out. Take it in your timing of a count, but it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be light on your feet when you return them down to the floor. Almost as though you barely want to touch them and you barely want to make any noise at all. Do these as slowly as you need. If that constant crunch bothers your back or it's not something you're able to do, maybe you're just hollowing and holding here. Maybe you keep those feet on the floor and just focus on pulling the belly down into the spine and the lower back connected. And hold. If you're not able to do that double crunch, if you're able to continue with that double crunch and it's not bothering your back, go ahead and keep repeating them. Try to keep those elbows out to the sides so that you're not tempted to pull on your head or your neck. And release it. Good. Okay. Roll it on up, and you're going to come on up into a seated position. I'm going to demonstrate this next one from the side. We're going to do a reverse plank here. So what you want to do is make sure that your fingertips are pointed in the direction of your legs, okay? Do not spin your fingers and your hands behind you. You want them facing forward towards your toes. So line it up so that your shoulders are right over your wrists, okay? And from here, you're going to extend the legs out and you're going to lift up. Now, before you go ahead and do that, here's a couple of tips. If you have shoulder issues, this might be one that you need to skip. If you have shoulder issues, but you think you can support your body weight, you can give this a try, but make sure you're paying attention to your body. Fingertips pointed towards the direction of the legs. Draw the belly in, extend those legs, and now come up. Draw the belly in, now squeeze your butt, squeeze your thighs. This is your reverse plank, and we're gonna hold here. Breathe deeply. Maybe if this is too much, maybe take half your body weight off and bend one leg and keep the other leg so you have a little bit more support, but still you can draw the belly in, squeeze your glutes. Yes, you should feel this in your upper body and your arms. See if you can hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it. Good job. Okay, we're going to finish off tonight's workout with a plank. Nothing crazy, so we're just going to flip it on over. I'm going to give you an opportunity to choose your own plank. You can do an extended arm plank. You could do a forearm plank. Hey, if you want to do side planks, you could do side plank, and I'll tell you when you're halfway through. Okay? So, get into the position of whatever plank works for you. And here we go. Take it in 3, 2, 1, and plank it on up. Draw the belly in. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your thighs. Press those forearms into the floor. Breathe deeply and freely, but without sacrificing that form. You're halfway there, so if you were choosing to do a side plank or you wanted to switch up your plank, now's the time to do it. And hang on for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it. Good job. Awesome. Okay, let's bring ourselves up to a standing position. Let's take it into a little stretch and a little cool down before we say goodbye and send you on your way. All right, take your arms, bring them up overhead, grab a hold of your right wrist, pull up out of your waist, and then bend to the left. So we're bending in the opposite direction of that wrist that we are pulling. Come back to the center. Grab a hold of your left wrist, pull up out of your waist, and then bend to the right. Feel that whole side body opening. Release it. Take your right arm, bring it across your body, scoop it up and hold. Release, switch sides, same thing on the opposite side. Hug that arm up. You're stretching out through your shoulders when you do this. Release it. Go ahead, interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift your head, lift your chest, roll the shoulders back, lean back, and then extend those arms. If that's too much, place them back on your body. Release it. Go ahead, take a big deep breath in. Raise those arms up overhead. Big deep breath out, let them come down. Big deep breath in, bring them up overhead, let them come down. One more time, big deep breath in and up, and let them come down. And that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. That was my Live at 5 Wednesday core and more. We hit our core. We did a nice little workout there in just under 30 minutes. I hope that it was a good little break for you and a little stress reliever. Remember, if at any time you would like to repeat these workouts, you can catch them here under the videos tabs of the Empowered by Meg Facebook page. I've also been uploading my workouts from the Live at 5 series to my YouTube channel, Empowered by Meg. So find my channel on YouTube, subscribe to it, and you'll see some other videos and goodies there. The uploads are slow because the interwebs are slow. So not every video that we have done live is up there yet, but most of them are. So once again, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for showing up to these classes, whether you're new or somebody who shows up regularly and somebody that takes my usual live classes. Thank you, I appreciate it. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, send me your questions, ask me whatever fitness or health related questions you have. You can ask me other questions too. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Have a great night. Thanks again. This is Meg from Empowered by Meg, and this was my Live at 5 Wednesday night core and more. Have a great one.